Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. As you beautiful people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. Oh my god, I am so fucking excited to test this palette out. Even though I do test out makeup for a living, I really try to avoid looking at palettes just so that I get a genuine first reaction, but oh my god, I have seen this so many times. Like, before this shit even came out, I knew I had to have it. Which is kind of weird because I personally hate the shit out of green. I don't know why, it complements my eyes, it goes great with my skin tone, but for some reason I'm just not down to fuck with green. And even though I did see what it looks like, I did avoid seeing any reviews of this, although I did watch Raw Beauty Christie's tutorial just to see how she came up with her final look. Holy tits, that look was stunning. If you haven't already seen her video, I definitely recommend that you check it out. But other than that, I really know nothing as to what people think of this palette. I have been seeing a lot though on Twitter that people are getting their palettes with broken eyeshadows in them. But honestly, is anybody that surprised? I've seen postal workers dropkick packages like they were fucking Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, not fucking him, but I mean, given the option, who wouldn't? But anyways, the shimmer formulas are apparently very, very light and fluffy and super delicate, so I'm a little bit scared to open this, especially if they're not pressed super duper hard. But I am on their website. This retails for $48. Oh god, and there's the picture of the colors again. I really hope this picture is true to how it actually looks because that is fucking gorgeous. Oh, and it looks like there's a blue in there too. I didn't know that. And this palette is so new that there's no reviews on it yet, but the website says 8 individually cultivated dank shades and matte metallic textures inspired by our love for cannabis and the anatomy of the plant, from the lush stems and leaves to the dimensional buds and trichomes. Did I say that right? Trichomes? Trichomes? Can you tell I'm not a pothead? Although it was just legalized in Michigan, so let me know down in the comments below if you want me to do like a high tutorial. I think that would be so fucking fun. I'm looking at the ingredients and it looks like this is talc free, so yay, good job for that, but this does have dimethicone in it, which is a silicone based product, so if you have a silicone allergy, stay the fuck away from this. Oh, let's go ahead and light this bitch up, shall we? Ooh, oh, that's interesting. Instead of putting the ingredients on the box, they put them on a little paper cutout insert. I mean, I don't really care that much, but that's interesting. Let's go ahead and take this little plastic sheet out. Yes, there it is. Oh my god, that's so cute. You can see the little shapes of the weed leaves. Do you see that? Oh, that's adorable. And let's see. Oh yes, everything is pretty intact. Oh my gosh, and unlike pretty much every other palette we've ever tested on here, these colors are actually exactly like how they look on the website. Thank you, bitch! Oh shit, I don't know if Black Widow was one of the shadows that came crumbled in a lot of people's palettes, but that literally looks like it's on the verge of falling the fuck apart. Like that one right there, it's so pretty, but it's almost so filled that it's coming out of its pan. I don't know if it's just fluffy or what. Either way, it is really pretty. Oh god, I just have to feel a couple of these. Let's go in with Gravity OG. Oh, that literally felt like I was touching air and like so much went on my finger. Let's feel Black Widow. Oh, that one is the same. I think it's just overfilled. Let's just feel one of these mattes. Let's do Space Queen. Oh my god. Holy shit. That is pigmented as fuck. Look at that. I barely even touched that matte and this much came off. Like, oh my god. Okay, let's feel that. Oh my goodness. Okay, the shimmers, they were just shimmers, but that matte is out of this world. I don't know that I've ever felt a matte that was that soft and buttery and pigmented, and we know that I do not suck anybody's dick on this channel. Like, if it is shit, I will tell you, but that, oh my god. Calm yourself, Nady, you're almost lactating. And typically blues don't stain, at least not on me, but let's go ahead and take some makeup remover and see if it leaves anything behind. Doesn't seem like it's stained at all. Damn. Oh, I am really sorry to have slept on Melt Cosmetics for this long, but I'm really excited to swatch and do a look with this bitch. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. First up, we have Gravity OG, Granddaddy, Black Widow, and Sour Diesel, and when I say that these are some of the best feeling shadows I have ever felt in my entire fucking life, I am not joking. And they could perform on a brush like total shit, but swatched, I have never felt anything like them. Except for like 1 or 2 indie brands, but this is like serious quality. The only real issue that I'm seeing is that Gravity OG is a tiny bit splotchy, like it is coming off, and this is put over a primer, but for the most part, these are pigmented, they're beautiful. Like, this is the kind of shit that gets me so wet when I test makeup. Next up, we have Space Queen, Mean Green, Sweet Tooth, and Blue Dreamin'. Other than the fact that these are so fucking soft, they're virtually perfect. They are not splotchy at all. The pigmentation is amazing. Those colors are stunning. I'm not sure, but we might just have to do 2 looks with this palette. Or maybe 1 look on one side and 1 look on the other side? I don't know, but I am really excited to do a look with this palette. Like, I've honestly been in a bit of a slump lately and really not wanting to film, but this has me so excited to film again. So thank you, Melt. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into a look. For foundation, I'm going in with Dior's Backstage in the shade 2.5N. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a little bit too dark for me, but this bitch does not mind a little bit of a tan now and then. And for concealer, a little bit of Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Vanilla. And I'm gonna go in and set the under eye with some Ben Nye Banana Powder. Hell yes, honey, we are bringing the Nana back. And then just in case there's any fallout from the shadow, I'm gonna pack a shit ton of RCMA translucent setting powder right under my eyes. Oh yes, bitch, that's a sexy look, isn't it? For the eyes, I'm gonna start by priming with my favorite NYX Shadow Base. You know, I think we're gonna start by doing one look, and then if I feel like we need to do a second look, we can worry about that then. And this palette really doesn't have any transition shades, which for me, I kind of appreciate. Like, I am so tired of having palettes that are 90% transition shades and then having a couple colors in them. And I personally have so many beautiful transition shades in other palettes, so I just pulled from that. This is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. And just as a base, I'm gonna start with this light shadow here. I'm gonna place that right here on the brow and start working it down the crease as a highlight. Then with that same brush, I'm gonna dip into Orange Soda. And that shade, I'm gonna start working into the crease line back and forth. Just like that. I kind of want like a yellowish transition shade, so we might have to dip into one more palette, which is totally okay with me. And I do really like this brush, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of a color switch. And for yellow, let's dip into Jeffree Star's Thirsty palette into the shade Quench. And I'm gonna start with that right here on the crease and just kind of tap it in. Tap, 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 tap. Then once most of the color's off my brush, I'm gonna start swirling it around in circular motions and lightly take it back and forth along the crease line. And that is a pretty yellow, but I actually wanted a little bit more poppin', so I'm gonna go in with the Spectrum Cosmetics in the shade Atomic and place that right on the outer corner as well as in the crease line, just like we did before. Next, with a little pencil brush, I'm going to dip into the Smoke Sessions palette into Space Queen. And with this, I'm just gonna lightly tap into that because this bitch is pigmented. And I'm gonna tap that right on the outer corner. Holy balls, this palette would last you a fucking lifetime because you literally need the tiniest amount. But I'm gonna tap that right here and slowly start to work it into the crease. And then the closer that I get to the inner eye, I'm actually pushing it farther into the socket. And I'm gonna lightly dip back in and keep repeating that until it's really, really saturated. Oh my goodness, these shadows are so pigmented. Like, I don't want to say they're too pigmented, but you definitely have to be really fucking careful. Then with that brush that still has a little bit of yellow on it, I'm just gonna blend those edges out. And I'm gonna keep on going back and forth, really trying to shape the eye. These mattes do seem to be really, really pigmented, but they're almost so pigmented that they don't want to move around. Like, once you put them there, they're there. Which, not gonna lie, it does kind of make blending out a little bit difficult. Then with an even smaller brush, I'm gonna dip into Sour Diesel. And I'm gonna place that right here on the inner corner and kind of work it up the crease. I am gonna do a cut crease, but this will at least help give a good dark outline. Oh damn, this color almost turns black once it's on the eye. That's a little bit weird. And then I'm just gonna blend these edges out with a little bit more Atomic. I love using this yellow because it's really helping bring that green out. And this look is giving me like Sewer Monster vibes and I'm loving it. Although on camera, it's really not picking up that well, so I will definitely have to take a picture and post it on Instagram. But now that I've turned this into a muddy shit show, let's go ahead and cut the crease. And for that, I'm using Tarte Shape Tape. All right, there we have that. I'm only gonna bring it about 2/3 of the way out because I really don't want to cover up everything that we just laid down. Oh god, and I don't know what colors I want to do. I could always do like gold in the middle, but then that color would look so good in the middle as well. Oh shit. Okay, let's start with some gold. So on a dry flat brush, I'm gonna take some Gravity OG, and we're gonna place that right here on the inner corner of the eye. Maybe not. Not much is really laying down. Oh, there we go. You gotta dig this little bitch into the shadow. Oh, but that's pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that right there. I know you can barely even see it, but you definitely can in person. This just does not want to show up on camera. And I'm not sure if maybe this would be better using a damp brush because it doesn't really want to pick up onto these dry bristles. So for the next shade, I'm gonna go ahead and spritz this with some setting spray. And let's take a bit of Sweet Tooth and kind of intertwine it with that gold working towards the middle of the eye. Yes, bitch, that is pretty. But still, for some reason, it's not laying down the best. Maybe it's my brush, maybe it's me, I don't fucking know. But they certainly swatched way better than they're applying. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that gold that we used before. And I guess once you do start really packing them on, like really packing them on, they do start to get kind of vibrant. Like, I'm not mad at them, but I think from the swatches, I was just expecting them to be like, pow. Let's go ahead and moisten another flat brush. And with that, we are going to dip into Mean Green. And we'll place that on the outer part that we cut and then kind of blend it in towards the middle. I think it's only because I used a damp brush, but it definitely goes on a lot deeper in shade. I think it still looks really pretty. And actually, now that I look at this from different angles, it does kind of have a deeper, darker shift, which I didn't really notice when I was swatching it, but again, it's really no biggie. And go back in with a little bit more of that gold again. And I kind of went from like gutter glam to peacock realness. Oh my god, there's a fire alarm, really? You know what? Honestly, this building can burn down around me. I'm not taking this off and redoing it all. One moment, I'm gonna check out my window and see if there's flames coming up. Wow, okay. Well, that was literally like 30 seconds. The stupid fucking kids around here always pull the damn fire alarm. Honestly, they are pushing me more and more towards a vasectomy. Although, let's be real, what do I have to worry about? Okay, I'm gonna talk in between the little things. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, we are going to try to ignore the fire alarm. One thing that I've been loving to do is taking a highlight shade and tracing it along the cut crease. Oh my god, it stopped. Okay, before it starts again, I'm gonna get this flat angled brush and get it wet. And I have no idea if this will work or not, but let's dip into Blue Dream. Oh my god, this is so fucking crumbly. Maybe if I take a little bit on my hand and kind of swirl it around, try to make like an eyeliner with it? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, yeah, that is doing nothing. So instead, let's take that shade and kind of use it as a highlighter on the inner corner. Oop, I hear the fire trucks. That is an expensive fuck up because whoever pulled the fire alarm, if there's no fire, they have to pay $300 in fines. Sucks to suck, biatch. Okay, that color didn't really work that great for me as an inner corner highlight. Like, it kind of worked, but it doesn't look the best. So on top of that, I'm gonna take some of my own Poplux Nightlife, plop that right there. Yes, bitch, that is what I wanted. So let's go ahead and dust this powder off so we can work on the lower lash. And for that, I'm gonna start by smoking out some Atomic with some Sour Diesel right against the lashes. Not gonna lie, this yellow mixed with Sour Diesel is kind of the fucking shit. Like, it is perfect for a grunge glam look. Oh, I love it. And you know what? Let's go really dark and smoke out some Space Queen. And I did not lay a primer down on the bottom lash, and honestly, these are blending out so much easier. I have no idea if they'll last as long, but I actually kind of prefer them without a primer. To line the lower waterline, I'm going in with some Teal Liner by LA Girl Pro. For lipstick, we're gonna try to be a little bit bold, so I'm gonna start off with Jeffree Star's, what is this? Jeffree Star's Equality. Knowing me, I'm gonna end up looking like a fucking Christmas ornament. And then right in the middle of that, I'm gonna take some Breakfast at Tiffany's. Ooh, shit, I kinda like that. But I think I wanna take it one step further and dip a flat angled brush into Space Queen. And I'm just gonna place this on the outer corners and kind of ombre it towards the middle. Oh, that's kind of fun. And here we are with the final look. I might actually end up putting some gloss on my lips, but the eyes, I fucking love them. And even though I packed a shit ton of shadow on, it doesn't really feel like I'm wearing anything. Like, I can kind of feel the lashes, but other than that, it's like super light. And I'm surprised that for as much as I put on my eyes, there was no fallout at all. So for the most part, I'm pretty happy. I do only have a few hours to do wear time test, but it's better than nothing, so I will see you in just a second. And we are back. We did just hit the 3-hour mark, and I tried so fucking hard not to eat or drink anything so that my lips wouldn't change. And I did end up topping them off with a little bit of CoverGirl's Cobalt Kitty. As for the eyeshadow, I'm pretty sure it looks the exact same. Oh my god, my mascara is falling the fuck everywhere. But this feels so freaking comfortable on the eyes. Like, I still can't really tell that there's anything on there. It just feels weightless, and it doesn't appear to have shifted or faded or anything. I think I might fucking love it. Although, is it perfect? No. If you're a beginner, I don't think that I would recommend this palette. These two mattes, even though they swatch so beautifully, they're a little bit hard to work with, and that's only because they're so damn pigmented. Like, don't get me wrong, I love pigmented shadows like I love a good dick, but because they're so pigmented, rather than blending out seamlessly, the color just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and so you don't really know how much to use, and because the color just keeps expanding, it's really difficult to make a nice transition between your shades. Is it impossible to work with? No, but it definitely does take some practice and some serious finessing. And I don't know if I just used the shimmers incorrectly, which is a total possibility, but they didn't seem the best. Like, when I swatched these, just looking at them was making my pants so damn tight, and I was honestly getting a little bit high. But then when I tried to apply them with a brush, it didn't matter if it was a dry or a wet brush, they just didn't want to stick to the brush or go on my eye. Maybe they're the kinds of shadows that you need to apply with your fingers, which is totally okay. I guess I just wasn't expecting that. Overall though, if you can get it to work, I think this is a really good palette. Is it the best palette ever? No, but it's pretty damn good, especially if you're not a newbie to makeup. I don't know that you can really create a shit ton of looks with this palette, but the looks that you can create would be gorgeous. I love the gold and green combination. You can totally use either or you can mix them like I did, and I think they harmonize beautifully. So do I recommend this palette? If you like these colors, then totally, but just know that it might take a little bit of work to get it to look how you want it to. Do I think it's worth the price? At first, when I was just swatching it, I did, but now knowing how much work is involved just to get a look, I don't know. I think the quality is great. It definitely did not disappoint, but I almost wish 2 of these shimmers were mattes instead. And it's not like this is a terrible price, it's just that I don't want to have to work as hard as I did just to get the shadows to play nicely. But then the quality is pretty good, so honestly, I really can't tell you whether or not it's worth the price because I don't know. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.